If you do decide to switch to the electronic version, the police kindly ask that you already have your insurance pulled up on your smartphone, ready for them before they come up to your window. Well guys, the Great American Shootout has officially started. Here are some standouts from day one. The 50-cent sale not only helps out the community, but it also provides the means that are needed to keep the store up and running. Residents of the area say this tradition is a great way to embrace their colder climate, and it gives back to a good cause. Hi guys, in just a few minutes, the doors behind me at St. Vincent de Paul are going to open, and over 500 families are going to be able to go in and fill up their carts with free toys for their children this year. Jackson Vikings are heading to the playoffs for the first time in nearly a decade. Now the big question is, are they ready to play their crosstown rivals Lumen Christi this week? It is clear that the low deer population is still a huge concern for hunters this season. There was fear last season that buck hunting would continue to be poor, and it seems that fear is coming true. State Representative Scott Dianda held a town hall meeting to get some feedback from the hunters who have been out in the woods this season. Dianda also invited commissioners from the DNR to help address some of the issues.
Well, this hunting season, the feedback and all the calls I've been getting is that the deer numbers are very much down for the last couple cold winters we've had, and then the predators out there. So that's a big concern to the hunters because we want to pass on the hunting to the next generation in Michigan.
A new predator has made its way into the #1 spot this season in contributing to the deer's mortality: the coyotes. The hunters learned that the coyotes are very intelligent and are going to be difficult to eliminate. Another important topic discussed was the rise of chronic waste disease being found in the deer. What was going through your mind when you saw Jalen running into the end zone to score the winning touchdown?
Well, it was euphoria, obviously we all went crazy. Great feeling.
You planned to call this punt block earlier this week. How did you prepare your team to execute that moment?
Well,
what have you learned this game about your players that you maybe didn't know last week or the weeks prior to that? What have you learned about your team after this win?
Well,
Coach, Texas A&M thrives on giving back to the community. How important is this event to this team?
Well, it's a big deal from a traditional standpoint at Texas A&M.
You've got some hard workers on this team. What do you expect to see out of them today?
Yeah,
You had 2 players dedicated today. Can you explain to us a little bit how that worked?
well, we started off in our relationship.
Coach, the SEC championship meet is the best meet in the country. How are you going to prepare your team for this meet? And can you explain to us the level of competition that's going to be at this meet?
The thing about the Southeastern Conference in our sport, 7 of the top 10 teams in the United States are SEC.
Can you tell us a little bit about this organization that you run?
Yes, so the Versus Cancer Foundation works with athletic teams all across the country to fund life-saving child cancer efforts.
Coach, you and your team just won the SEC title. Can you tell us about you and your team's journey to this point in the season?
I think it's been a journey of learning.
San Antonio, you all have played the course in October, and you're very familiar with it. Can you tell us about how you think you're going to do at regionals?
Yeah, I think that playing the course before, it's an advantage. We all played it before, and